What's happening, guys? It's Bharat Nagpal for iGyaan.in, and today we're going to be unboxing and taking a hands-on look with the new Samsung WB150F point-and-shoot camera, which has just been launched in India for a price of about 12,000 rupees. It has an 18x optical zoom, 14.2 megapixel sensor, a 3-inch intelligent LCD, and also has inbuilt Wi-Fi. Now the MRP on the box for this camera is 14,990 rupees, so it's about 15,000 rupees as MRP, but you can get it in the market for much less. Since the box is already open, it's kind of popping out, so it means that this box has been opened before and the stuff has just been stuffed back in. So let's take a look at the box content. So we have the camera bag over here, and inside the camera bag, I believe, is the camera itself. So this is the Samsung WB150F, and I'm going to take a look at that in just 1 second. Let's take a look at the camera bag. You do have Velcro pouch in the front, and you have the full zipper lock for the camera compartment. Inside the camera compartment is also a space to add additional or to put in additional gear like cables or your memory cards, or even a spare battery. At the back you have 2 hooks to attach this carrying strap, along with a belt hook so that you can put it as a belt holster. So this camera can be easily carried around using the included pouch. For battery, we have the Samsung SLB10A battery, which is a 1050 milliampere hour battery. That's nice. And you also have a micro SD card with a micro SD to standard SD adapter, which is a 4 GB class 4 card, which is also included free in the packaging. Going further in, you have a standard wall charger with a USB port on one side. That means you get a single cable for charging data syncing, which is a standard Samsung cable, USB to micro USB. Further in, you have a micro USB to audio and video out. Composite cable, nothing special over there. It could be an S-video cable actually. You have some documentation over here, accessories and product warranty information, and you also have the Samsung Smart Camera software. So it contains IntelliStudio, PC Auto Backup, Adobe Reader, and user manual. Nothing special inside the CD as well. So let's get rid of all these things, put them to the side, and let's take a look at the main star of this video, and that's going to be the Samsung WB150F. So let's zoom in on this sucker over here. You'll see a Schneider lens, which is a 18x optical zoom lens. It's a 24mm wide angle lens as well, so you get a nice and wide viewing angle. Like I said, it's a 14.2 megapixel sensor inside the device, or inside the camera. And if you look at the finish, it's a nice brushed magnesium looking finish, but it's actually some sort of composite material. You have your charging data syncing port on the side, unlike other cameras which have them at the bottom, so you can charge and sync while you keep the cameras up vertically. So here's the camera finally, and out of everything from the box, you also get a lanyard or a strap that you can put around your wrist in case you're doing some photography while holding the camera in your hand, and that's just an emergency feature, just in case the camera slips out of your hand, it doesn't fall out. So over here you have this really nice and soft feel grip where your thumb will sit. Next to that you have a movie button. You also have the menu button and the back button over here, and you have a 4-way D-pad along with the center selection OK button. You have your play and pause button over here, and your delete button, which is a trash can, which is over here. On the top you will see a microphone in the center, the WB150F branding, along with the speakerphone, and the power on and off button. You have the wide telephoto zoom toggle right next to right in front of the camera shutter button, and then you have your shooting modes, which include smart mode, movie mode. You do have a couple of settings, Wi-Fi mode. I'll look at that once I do turn on the camera. You have scene modes and programmed auto as well. Let's take a look at the front of the camera. Over here you have this really nice bump, which makes it really comfortable to hold the camera in one hand. Your fingers wrap nicely around this area over here, You have the flash, which is integrated right into the body of the camera, which is a little further away from the lens, which should be fairly decent distance, and we'll check it out once we do start reviewing the camera. Like I said, this camera comes inbuilt with Wi-Fi, and you have a Schneider lens. It has an f-stop of 3.2 to 5.8, and it's a 24mm lens. You do have an 18x optical zoom, which is what it says. Let's quickly go ahead and power it on, and to do that, at the bottom I'll have to show you this battery compartment. So this is where your battery will go in, and you also have an SD card slot over here. This is where your SD card will fit in. Okay, so we're going to power on the camera and take a look at the interface right now. So as soon as you power on the camera, you will go into the function that you select. Throughout the camera interface, you will find that Samsung has included a lot of nice animations. And for example, right now we're in the Wi-Fi menu, and in the Wi-Fi menu you have all these options. So you can go to social sharing, and you can connect to your Wi-Fi network and share photos over the social networks. For example, Facebook and Twitter, I believe. Not Twitter, Facebook, Picasa, YouTube, and PhotoBucket. So you can upload videos directly from the camera to YouTube. You can email your pictures. There's also Mobile Link, which is an Android app available, and we'll be testing that out. You can also create remote viewfinder. It lets you see the images on a camera, the images from a camera on a smartphone. You can also upload to cloud. You can also create a backup, or create an all-share TV link to connect to other devices. Now if you go into scene modes, sorry, these are shooting modes. So you have live panorama, magic frame, you have a split shot, you have a picture-in-picture, then you have something which is called an artistic brush. You have photo filter effects. Within photo filter effects, you have a couple of effects, including fish eye, old film, half tone dot, classic filters, retro filters, a zooming shot, miniature, which will create a tilt shift sort of effect, which seems to work really nice. You have a vignetting feature, ink painting, oil painting, cartoon effect, cross filter, sketch, soft focus. So you have all those filters over here. We come back into shooting modes. You can also apply a certain number of filters to movies, so for video recording. So you have something which is called palette filters, and you have only 4 palette filters apart from the standard retro, classic, fisheye, sketch, halftone, vignetting, and a miniature video effect where you can capture 720p video, giving you the small toy effect. Coming back into modes, the last thing is the photo editor. It allows you to edit your photos while you are in the camera. So it allows you to edit the pictures in the camera. So this is your shooting mode, scene modes. So in scene modes, you have a couple of options here as well. So you have beach and snow. You have backlight. So if you're capturing an image over backlight, dawn, scene mode, sunset, text. So if you're capturing text, landscape shot, a night shot, beauty, or a close-up, those are your scene modes. Then you have a full manual, so you can choose which one you want to set. You want aperture priority, shutter priority, or full manual mode, and that's ASM, so aperture, shutter, and full manual. And then you also have program auto mode, so you can shoot with programmed, but you can set your shutter speed. Then you also have smart auto, which is preloaded to click pictures in the best possible mode. Then you also have something which is called smart movie. Again, this captures video at 720p. You can also directly jump into settings. So this sprocket over here was the settings panel. So if you go into sound settings, you have some display settings for your LCD panel over here. You have some connectivity options, and you have some general settings over here, which is your date and time, device information, auto power off, etc. So basic camera settings are over here. Talking about the display would have been appreciated a little bit more if it was a touchscreen display, because navigation through these toggles is really difficult, and we did play around with the camera a little bit before we did anything else, and to enter text is really difficult using the jog dial over here. especially if you're connecting to, say, a Wi-Fi network. You need to enter in your passwords and all of that, and that's really difficult using this jog dial. The display, however, is a nice and large display. It's a 480,000 dot display, so it's fairly crisp, as you can see, and it's also nicely visible outdoors. And we'll give you sample pictures and sample video from this camera in our full review, and we'll be coming out with that shortly. We'll also show you how this camera performs outdoors, and we'll get you a lot more information on this camera. So if you have any questions or queries, please do leave them in the comment section below or on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. For more unboxing videos, reviews and tutorials, log on to iGyaan.in. Do subscribe to our YouTube channels. It's youtube.com/iGyaan and youtube.com/iGyaanTV. For iGyaan Networks, this has been Bharat Nakwal. Thank you guys for watching.